Hello, welcome back to the Creatures Comedy Podcast. Today we've got Aurie Styla.
Pew, 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 pew. How you
Nice,
doing,
man. I'm doing so good. Before we start, I do want to give you flowers on, I was thinking about it all morning. I've traveled around the world. I've seen a lot of comedy scenes, and there are generational comics, right? Like in sports, there's generational players.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes you meet comics who are funny, right? Sometimes you meet comics who are driven, but there's not often you meet somebody who's hilarious, so hardworking, and takes their career into their own hands.
Oh, yeah.
And
Thank
you're that you're that in a package, man.
Thank you, bro.
You crush every single time you're on stage. You know everything about packaging yourself, selling yourself, marketing yourself.
Yeah.
You're a one-man fucking machine, and you are unstoppable, and it is so great to watch you succeed, and every win you have is a win for every single person.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
No worries, man.
What did I say to that apart from, yay? I don't know. Thank you. Yeah.
No worries, man.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time of having to do that to now maybe not having to do it as much, but not knowing how to let go of the reins to let other people take over. So it's a gift and a curse, but I'm happy we're here because of it. So yeah.
Yeah, it's so hard that when you do it all yourself, trying to get other people to do it will never do it as good as you.
Oh yeah. That is a problem I'm learning. I got a videographer, and I still edit a lot of my own comedy clip videos because as great as he is, there's a part of me going, nah, bro, you could have cut that little bit and that little laugh that happened there and the joke there, and I have to learn to let go of the reins at some point. But whilst I got energy in my system, I'm all right with it.
Yeah, man.
So yeah.
No, it's so good, and it's so evident, and I think that's why there is a success, because you care so much
A lot.
and you want it. Yeah,
A bit too much actually. I should learn to
no,
relax.
man. Look, probably focus on your mental health. You don't want to burn
sleep
out.
and just physical health in general. This is tiring.
Yeah, man.
It's tiring. I'm happy, but it's all good stuff. But I just have to learn to balance it a bit more.
Of course. Sometimes I look at your tour schedule and I go, oh.
Yeah, it must be tiring for other people. If they look at me and they go, oh my God, that looks so exhausting. Imagine how I feel. And my team as well.
Yeah.
They help out with so much. And my tour manager's with me most of my shows, who has to juggle other jobs as well and so on, and has to be on the road with me. I'm sure she gets stressed. So,
yeah, man.
My bad, Stacey. I'm sorry. But other than that, yeah.
But it's so good because, unlike a lot of other UK comics, you're doing time overseas. You're going to the States. You're going to Canada. You're doing that.
Yeah. No, I love it. I think if you stay in one market too long and you get too comfortable within that market, you've done it where you've been you were based in Toronto, weren't you? So you've been where you've been around all the clubs, and then you do the clubs again and again and again. And after a while, you see a lot of the same faces. You want to branch out more, so it's not just you doing what you feel like is a repeat of the same circuit over and over again. You kind of want to branch out. When you go out and then come back in, you see how you've leveled up as a comic because you've now seen parts of the world and have more to talk about when you come back as well. So yeah, traveling is huge in what I love to do. Huge. Going abroad I like to be thrown in environments which is difficult, places I've never been, and have to figure out how do I make these people laugh, because then it makes it easy when I come back here and go, all right, let me do what's home turf. So yeah.
Of course. Where would you say is one of the craziest places you've been?
Crazy?
Well, a place that's pushed you out of your comfort zone that you're oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. I'm doing a gig here, and I have to really calibrate myself.
Kurdistan. Yeah. So Kurdistan, which is still under, it's a political thing, but it's still, some parts of the world still see it as Iraq. Other parts see that as a separate state of Kurdistan, but it's all under that territory. When I got asked to perform over there, I was like, I don't know.
Military gig or?
No.
What?
But there were people, military personnel and military partners were there.
Yeah,
But it was a lot of expats that were moving there because they're developing the city so it can become its own, kind of its own hub for a lot of international work and so on. It's a great place. And obviously it's got a bad reputation, not because of the place, but all the different surrounding areas that 200 miles in that direction because of how westernized world has perceived those areas, right? So I went there not knowing, never been. I have a friend of mine who's from there who's a comic, and I was like, what's it like over there? He's like, bro, everything you've seen on the news, it's not like that there. Yeah. And I went there and it was great. They just loved to laugh because they didn't really have much comedy shows going on. That kind of threw me off, but not because of the show, but because in the daytime, I went into like where all the markets were and where their retail areas were. And you would just see people looking at me like double taking, fascinated by my presence because they're not used to seeing a black guy in the middle of Kurdistan walking around. So that was I would say is one of the wildest gigs, only because I told myself, how am I supposed to perform for these people? How are they gonna relate to me? But it was easy, and in the end, they just want to laugh and have a good time. So,
especially when you're playing to a lot of expats.
Oh yeah,
those gigs are the same around the world. Like you realize that it's like a hostel gig. It's just like, okay, you're gonna have a couple of Swedish people, you're gonna have a couple of like whatever, and they're all just together. Yeah.
It's like when you go to a major city in the UK, and they have a club in the middle of a really big tourist hub, and you go in there and you got people from all over the place. Yeah. It's just like that. Apart from they all kind of know each other. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it. So I would say that's probably the wildest one, only because I told myself it was going to be wild. But after that was fine.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
That's sick. Do you have like a map where you've performed, just to like cross it off for yourself?
Do you know what? I wanted to do one on my a digital one on my phone. Yeah. So you have like a.
Oh, you can drop pins, right?
This is what I mean. Yeah. So you can drop little pins and so on this app that I had. But after a while, I just stopped checking it in because for a period of time, I was going to loads of different places. In 2024 and 25, beginning of 25, I was going a lot of different places while I was touring. Then you get to a point where you stop because you're having a bit of a break from touring. And you're like, I'm not doing anything. Oh, no. I kept looking at the map and it kept being a reminder of you haven't been here and you haven't been here and you haven't been there. And I was beating myself up going, well, I have to go there now. And some places you can't just pull up unless you have legitimate reasons and ways to go there with and visas. So I stopped adding to the map. But if I do go back to it, what I'll do is I want one now on my wall where you can kind of color it in as to where you performed. Or scratch it out. I think there's one.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
I got one of those. My grandfather used to have one, never touched it. So my mom passed it down to me. It's my grandfather's. And like I can scratch off all like the places I've been.
Nice. Where's the furthest you've been?
The furthest I've been?
New Zealand or
New Zealand, Australia. I've not gone anywhere. Like this year I crossed off Portugal.
Nice.
Last year I did Kenya. I want to do more in South America. I want to go to China, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. It's not too far from, but not there. Same continent. I want to do Japan.
Yeah, I heard like Japan right now is super cheap to travel.
That's what I've heard. It's just finding the time. That's the issue. But I would want to go with someone else. I don't want to go on my own. So if there's a group of me that like my friends that want to go, I'll say let's all roll.
Well, this is uncomedy related, but I saw a TikTok that there's like you can go and train for 3 months at a Shaolin temple in China, between 300 and 900 quid a month. You train for 5 to 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. You do that for 3 months. You're meditating. You're waking up at 5:30 in the morning. You're going for runs, and like actual with like Shaolin monks, dude. You can learn a weapon. So you can learn. I want to learn the bow staff. Get all Donatello, dude.
I was gonna say,
100%. Like you do this for 3 months. Just take that out of your life, and you come back zen, fit. You have a routine. Like I'm so tempted, dude.
That's dope. Could I bring my Nintendo Switch?
I'm sure you can, dude. Hide it under your bunk.
This is what I'm thinking. That's the one thing that will get me is I kind of want to still be able to play a couple video games because 3 months is a great discipline. It takes a certain person to be able to do that. Like,
it'd break you. Yeah, for sure.
It break you and then it'll build you again. That's amazing, though.
Well, you know, the thing that I was struggling with is when I was like, oh, this sounds like a fun thing. And then I started realizing, I'm like, oh, is this a midlife crisis?
Is it a midlife crisis? Is it a midlife crisis? Well, if you don't do it, that's the crisis. If you're not, let's say you're not in good shape, and you don't do it, where that could be the thing that rejuvenates you.
Exactly.
That I don't know if it's a crisis because it actually sounds like it's much more beneficial. Midlife crisis, what people do is buy a car that they shouldn't have ever really bought to drive in a country that doesn't allow you to go at the speed that you want to. That sounds like midlife crisis. You could do without that. But that sounds like a healthy investment. To be able to like train 5 days a week for 3 months at that cheap. No, 5 hours a day, sorry, for 3 months at that cheap.
Yeah.
Mate, that sounds great.
I
would do it.
And then you learn a weapon, so if shit goes south,
you
just pop.
I would
killing the zombies, bro.
I would do nunchucks.
You do nunchucks?
I would do nunchucks. Both.
Is that your weapon of choice?
Yeah. If I'm thinking of the turtles, nunchucks of all of them would be the one.
So
Bow stuff is great, but nunchucks.
yeah, look, my dad taught karate for many years, and nunchucks are the easiest way to just sack yourself.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can like hit yourself in the face. Like
Yeah.
my dad's seen broken noses, people hitting themselves in the dick. Like that's one way to hurt yourself so bad, dude.
So I think
nunchucks are so dangerous.
So imagine if you master that.
Yeah, sure. If you
This is what I'm
it.
saying. If you master that, then you're a G. You've seen like
even Bruce Lee.
I was gonna say when Bruce Lee when he like takes out candles and stuff and so on with them, and like you'll sit there thinking this guy is insane to be able to do that. The bow staff is probably the easiest in my eyes. Of when I think of the turtles.
Yeah, but the thing is, a bow staff you can get from anywhere, right?
Yeah,
Broom,
a mop.
boom.
Yeah.
That's a bow staff.
Yeah, true.
I was a stupid little kid. So in high school we'd do bush parties. Like that was a Canadian thing. You'd go out in the field and drink.
Okay, that's what it's called, bush party.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think people have like different words for it, but in my backpack. So I went to a garage sale.
Okay.
I found a whip for $2 for like a toonie.
You found a whip for $2, like the proper,
like a.
Wow.
So I put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Because like, if anybody if sometimes it would be like other groups of kids who would roll up and they'd have like a knife or something and like get like heated.
So
and my thought was like,
if I bring out the whip,
if I pull out a whip, people are gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is Indiana Jones? Just whatcha? Because all you want to do is the sound to scare people.
So this is no, big time. This is comedy brain now, right? So you're in the park, you and your friends, and then you see a bunch of other guys out there, and they're arguing, and they get a bit rowdy with you, and they pull out like a knife, and you pull out a whip, and all of a sudden the fight's about to kick off, and then you realize how it looks because all those guys are black, and you've pulled out this whip, right? See what I mean? You get exactly what I'm saying, and you've pulled out this whip. Saying,
we're talking the suburbs in Ottawa.
No, I understand. I just want to let you know how that could look, because I think it just hit him. It just hit him. You got that straight away, but it just hit him on how bad that could look. Not only am I defending myself, I'm taking it back to my great-great-great-grandfather. That's how that could look if you're not careful. I just want to let you know, okay? Because when you said whip, the first thing I felt was a generational trauma. Like, he found the whip for $2, and he was like, you know what I'm going to put in my backpack is a whip, just in case we get into a fight in the park. That's what I heard when you said it.
How have I lived this entire life and not thought of that?
Because you're a good guy. You're a good guy. And that's a good thing to have in your cup. He didn't think of how that could look.
Oh, no.
He's playing with his friend Tyrone. Hey, let's see how hey, let's try the whip out, innit? And you accidentally swing and miss and hit Tyrone, not realizing how bad that looks on you.
In my head, I'm going to Indiana Jones. That's what I associate whip with.
And I went Django, so yeah, we can see where our traumas are, right? You had a very wholesome upbringing that you thought of Indiana Jones.
Look, I'm just saying, in Canada,
everyone's really nice and really welcoming. So yeah,
exactly. It was the end of the Underground Railroad. This is where everybody came. It was a place of peace and love and multiculturalism.
I love how you got it straight away. And when the ball dropped with him, that was hilarious. It's about that whip, yeah?
Yeah. To be fair, the whip was black and white.
It was a black and white.
It was
whip.
weaved black and white. Yeah.
Serious.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And it was one of those proper,
people to get. It was for everybody.
Like the proper, like you hear the crack.
You could crack it for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
See, I had a lot of funny scenarios to say in my head of like, oh no, we wouldn't like get into a fight. Like I'd pop out from around the corner, but the more I describe it now, now it's just framed in a different reference, and I'm never gonna be telling that story to anybody anymore.
No, tell it who you want, right? Tell it to everyone you can. I just want to see their reaction. You know what's bad? You're gonna look back at the camera. You didn't notice it. I did. MF Doom's eye looked slightly over at you, really worried about where is he going with this whip conversation. Like just the one eye just kind of looked this way, and then it looked forward again when it realized your intent was wholesome.
Yeah. Oh my God. I bought it at a garage sale. I just wanted to be silly.
Who was the guy who you bought it from in the garage sale? Surname Candy or something like that? No.
No.
Okay, cool. Because how did he have a whip in Canada? That's what I want to know.
No, I think it was a sexual thing.
Oh, wait. If it's one of those proper Indiana Jones whips, what sexual activity do these people get up to where it's that level of? There are levels of whipping. From what I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not involved or into any of that at all.
Are you sure? I heard
I'm
you're
100
polyamorous. I heard you're into like that kind of swinging thing, huh?
All right,
Because I don't know. I pulled up your Wikipedia earlier this morning, and it
Let's clear
said
this
that you were
up.
into a bit of S&M.
let's clear this up, right?
Clear what up? That you love
firstly-
ladies.
Firstly, I can proudly say I don't have a Wikipedia.
Hold on. What I am going to say, though, is there is text message proof here that you said you were running late and that you were banging.
On the door.
Oh, I don't know. It says, I've been banging, LOL.
Is that what it says?
I've been...
Wait, hold on. No, but read the first line.
No,
Open the door.
I don't know,
I've been banging.
No, I'm just reading the last thing you sent to me. I've been banging.
Open the door. I've been banging. Is I was banging on the door because you lot were the door.
Who were you banging up against the door?
I wasn't banging anyone up against the door. I was banging on the door to get inside.
Was it your primary? Was it your secondary?
All right, let me clear up the polyamorous rumors. All right, so just to clarify this. Apparently, if you Google Aurie Styla wife, and it was here that I found out in this venue. You Google Aurie Styla wife. Apparently, I'm in a polyamorous relationship with a woman called Sarah and another unknown lady, right? And the reason that happened was I was on tour and I was in Salisbury, and there was a polyamorous couple in the front.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the audience camera on them at the time. I was filming me talking to them about their relationship.
Yeah.
They're relaying what their life is like. I'm in a polyamorous relationship. Well, my wife is called Sarah. There's another woman, blah, 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 blah. It's them talking, but for me to say it to the rest of the audience so they can hear, because they're right at the front, I'm reiterating what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then obviously AI's picked it up and just blocked me from love in general by putting it up. So literally someone in the audience Googled Aurie Styla, and it's got drop downs underneath, tour dates, like net worth, and it had wife. And he said he clicked on it just to see who my wife was. And it said
weird vibes, but
yeah, a little bit. Well, no, actually, no. no. I've sometimes Googled friends, right? Just because I wanted to show people
The
who
TV
the
show?
person was. Not the TV show, my actual friend. But I've Googled people, and it will give you a suggestion, and it might say husband or wife underneath, and I'll go, I didn't know they were married, and I'll press it. That's what he said he did. And it told him that I'm in a polyamorous relationship with two women, one called Sarah, and the other one is unnamed. Yeah. I've never been married. I've never been in a relationship.
You've heard
Sarah.
it here.
I'm not
setting the record straight.
I'm single. I'm not married. I've never been married. And I said this on stage. Like, if you know the stress of maybe having one wife, why on earth would I want double that in my life? I'm sorry.
Do you need me to explain why you'd want to?
Yeah, please do. Because I'll explain to you why that's not enough for me to go, it's worth it. Go ahead. Two wives, go.
Because So I feel like if you're in a relationship with one person, it can sometimes feel like you're against that person. But if there's three, you can have proper communication, right? If somebody's stressing out.
If you're in a relationship with a woman who has also been in a relationship with you, and you're arguing with another woman who you're in a relationship with, she knows probably what you're like or what you could have done to annoy her.
Yeah.
More than likely, she'll help and tag team with her. Is it called a sister wife or something like that?
Yeah, sure.
With a sister wife, right? You think what you're going to get is backup on your side if you and one is not seeing eye to eye from the other woman, as opposed to the two women who are married to you who know just how bad you are when you are bad. So you don't think they're going to stick together and go, Evan again? You don't think so?
I just think it's a lot of love.
Okay, it's a lot of noise, there's a lot of expenditure.
Sure, but then it's also it's three incomes in one household.
You think
with cost of living crisis right now, sometimes you need that.
Most times I've seen polyamorous relationships, it tends to be in environments and cultures where the husband is the breadwinner and the wife doesn't work.
Okay.
Right? I think some of those values are adopted and taken into Western culture. You might have it where it's three incomes, but you also might have it where it's you are trying to look after two wives if they are following culturally where polyamory comes from. If that's your setup, it's also two heavy outgoings on your accounts.
You're putting a lot of parameters on this in a fictitious world where I'm just
you're
trying to be like,
you're idealizing
four tits,
You're-
4 tits, dude. It's 4 tits, Aurie.
you're idealizing
Aurie, 1, 2, 3, 4 tits. Like, come on, man. It's
not enough.
That's all you gotta think about.
not
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Have you
sorry.
ever played with 4 boobies?
I plead on that one. I plead. If we're talking about hers and then mine, then yes. But That I'll say yes to that because I've got a rack that I need to get rid of.
Oh, Kurdistan.
You're
Did you call it
idealising.
Kurdistan?
Wait, what? What did you say?
You said I have a rack I need to get rid of.
That was pretty good. Oh my, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was not too bad. I like the wordplay on that one. Yes.
Did I make it up for the whip joke?
Yeah, you
Well,
did.
The whip story.
No, you did. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that one. That was pretty dope.
Thanks, man. Little callback. All right. What time is it? Okay. I want to ask some actual stuff for the podcast.
Okay.
So like a lot of this stuff is like comedy stuff. So I want to know biggest show you've done.
Okay.
And we've talked about like one of the weirdest places you've gigged, but we ask like what's one of the like not like the furthest places or more like it's more of like a weird place. Like have you ever performed like on a boat, like in a canoe? Like there was a comic who like performed comedy like person to person at like a ceramic painting place. Or like a lantern building and like
Okay.
because you know like growing up starting in comedy like you just get booked for so many weird gigs.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody keeps those stories.
A bus.
Like a double-decker bus?
On the top of a double-decker bus.
Moving or during Edinburgh?
No, not during Edinburgh. This was in London.
Okay.
But it wasn't moving. No, so it was parked up, and then people would get onto the bus, and then you'd have comedy at the top of the bus. It was pretty cool. It was pretty quirky. Took me a minute to get used to because, as you know, when you're on a bus, especially the top floor, the roof is high or the ceiling's high, so you're kind of slouched down like that if you're over 5'7". So that would be, I think, one of the weirdest ones.
Yeah, trying to perform Hunchback.
Yeah. You end up kind of leaning on the seat or on the table that you're all sitting down, but that was really fun, but it was really a unique setup. That's probably the one. Others are like normal. Like I've done comedy on cruises and stuff. That's kind of normal now. Rather than on the boat itself. That's kind of normal. So I'd say the bus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's sick.
You said the furthest, right?
No, we already talked. Well, we talked about like the place where you felt most like out of water.
Okay.
But I would say like the biggest, like the most amount of people, because I feel like everybody sets their parameter. Like you kind of remember the biggest one.
Do I?
It doesn't have to be like a solo show. It could be like a show that you featured on or did tour support for.
Indoors or
you can do outdoors.
Outdoors.
You can even do online.
Festival in Belgium. I was one of the hosts for Reggae Guild Festival. That was the main stage had like however many people attend the festival. 50 to 70% of the people are at the main stage.
That's crazy.
So I've done those indoors. Probably hosting the Garage Nation concert at O2. It's about 19,000 that were there. So it's probably those numbers. 19,000 roughly indoors. Outdoors would be like, I've done festival gigs. I've done quite a few of them where you get a load of people. So yeah, I'll be those two.
Still, 19,000 indoors is so crazy.
Oh, it's great. It's so good because you see a sea of faces that just keeps going. And then at the back, these small faces, it goes upwards afterwards. With this flat land. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Was it intimidating the first time you like stepped onto that stage?
It's actually less intimidating.
Yeah,
because you could do anything and you hear noise.
Yeah.
When it's more intimidating when you do like a room like this, where let's say you've got this room full, it's great. If this room is like you've got a third of the room, it can be intimidating because you can hear people going or stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you get those moments, it can throw you off.
The crinkle of the popcorn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. The on the cans and stuff, all of that. Those things are like, I can hear those, but I'm not hearing laughter. And if you're not used to that, that can throw you off. There are times where if you're telling a story, you have to get used to the long bits where you're building up to the bits which are funny, and you have to get used to the silence. The silence means I'm listening. But it can be quite intimidating if you're not used to those bits. So larger crowds is fine by me.
Yeah.
The larger the crowd, the easier it is to find the groove to go, how do I make this crowd laugh? Because if half a crowd of 100 laugh, it's 50 people. If the room holds 250 are laughing, that's a quarter. But in, let's say, a room that holds 8,000, if you got half the room that's 4,000, if 2,000 laugh, that's still very loud.
Yeah,
what I mean?
true.
So proportionately, it's still you still feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's such Like mine's still 800, which is nothing compared to 19,000. Like
800. Where was that?
Vancouver. Yeah.
Where in Vancouver?
So doing tour support for Jim Jeffries.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
I'm going Vancouver in 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, never done Vancouver.
Dude, you're gonna love Vancouver.
Yeah.
The weather's gonna be shit, but I would
It's gonna
suggest,
be like here, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's on the other side of the Rockies.
Yeah.
So it's not as like snowy. Like right now, Canada's going through like a vortex.
I know.
So it's
crazy.
like -40.
Remember, I've used to split my time between here and upstate New York.
Yeah.
I've seen how cold upstate New York gets because it was Syracuse, and that gets cold because of Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
So the other side of that, obviously being Toronto, I've been there when it's cold, and apparently it's twice as cold as that, if not more.
Right now, it's colder in like Montreal, Toronto than it is in the Arctic.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just like the storm that's hit. And like you'll see a bunch of videos, people are boiling water and then throwing it into the air, and it's turning into snow in the air. It's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. There's a trick to it because boiling water, it means like all the atoms are like loose. So if you throw regular water up, it's not gonna work. But because it's like destabilized, you throw it up, it'll just instantly switch.
Even still, wow.
Yeah, crazy.
Jeez. All right, cool.
But then Vancouver, you have to go in the summer, man. I'll show you pictures.
Okay.
Doing a bike ride around Stanley Park is just gorgeous.
Okay.
I think in all my travels, there's cities that are like beautiful for nature and beautiful for architecture. Edinburgh is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been in my life for architecture.
Yeah.
Vancouver for the perfect city nature balance.
Okay, cool.
Because you see the Rocky Mountains, the ocean in the same view.
Wow.
It's so stunning, man.
I'm only there for like 2 or 3 nights. And then I go over to either New York for a few days and then Toronto, or just straight to Toronto. But I probably I'll probably try. I do want to go Vancouver again at some point. So when I do tour again, I'll probably add there to the tour if it goes well. If I go there this time and it goes really well. But yeah, Vancouver, I've heard nothing but good things.
Bro, you love it. So good.
There's 4 places I want to go in Canada. I've only been to 2, which is Montreal, Toronto, and I'm going to go Vancouver and Calgary. Those are the 4 that I definitely want to go and see.
You want to do Calgary?
I want to see Calgary.
Okay.
Why?
I love Calgary. I love you, Calgary.
He's being politically correct here.
But I lived there for 2 months.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And it's like our Texas. It's Cowboys.
That's why I want to go.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It'll be interesting to hear Cowboys say A at the end of the sentence.
The Canadian Cowboys.
What you doing around here, boy, eh? That's what I want to hear.
Dude, try to go for the Stampede. The Calgary...
Yeah.
Calm down. Calm down these highs.
First it's whips, now you want to throw me in the Stampede. Okay.
Yeah, it's where everybody dresses up like cowboys. They have like proper rodeos. It's like a huge party in Calgary.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. But if you're there, you might as well do Edmonton. Go to a hockey game.
I'm yet to see a hockey game. They just let you fight, don't they?
Yeah.
I'm yet to see a hockey game.
You've yet to see a hockey game?
Live,
I'm going to a hockey game today and then coming back and watching our 8:30 show.
But you're going one here. They won't let you fight here, will they?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. But they got like, I think it's safer here. The quality of the game isn't as good in Manchester.
Of course. It's like watching basketball here.
Yeah.
It's good. Sorry. But sorry, with all respect to the teams here. It's good, but it's not NBA. Do you know what I mean?
Have you seen the BBL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen many BBLs in my life.
Oh, have you?
Yes. See many a BBL, yes.
British Basketball League.
Brazilian butt lifts. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
That's what I was talking about. I'm playing. Oh, man.
No, it's fun to go see like British sports that are like American sports but over here.
Mate, it's even more fun to see British sports being played in America.
Yeah.
Being so bad. Like soccer, for example. And us watching Americans play soccer going... like, you know what I mean, cameraman, don't you? Yeah.
Who just got into the World Cup? Canada.
Well done. But I said America.
Fair enough. Good.
Oh, hold on.
Canada only got into the World Cup because they're a host nation.
There you go.
Oh, yeah? Well, didn't we beat Mexico?
I mean, I wouldn't be celebrating.
Automatically got into the World Cup.
I wouldn't be celebrating if like, let's be honest. It's not like you beat, I don't know, Argentina.
Okay, look. I don't know if you've seen it, but I think we need a Canadian version of like Cool Runnings because
No, you don't.
huh? No,
No,
but
you don't.
listen, no.
No, you don't.
Have you not seen the football games that were in the snow?
Yes. Yeah, I have. I've seen clips of that. It looks fun, but no, it looks like it's. How can I describe it? It looks like it's. You know when you play a regular video game and it takes some skill and some talent to be able to play the game, and then you've got the rule like a fighting game, and then you've got on some options they've got like mania rules where you do just some of the craziest, wildest, most ridiculous things in the game just because it makes it much more fun, and it turns what's a serious game which takes skill and talent into this is just craziness, this is stupidness, but it's fun. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry. Like football in the snow. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's amazing.
It's like basketball with trampolines.
Are you talking shit about slam ball?
Oh, is that a real? That's what they call it, slam ball.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's like slam ball. There you go. I'm not saying it's bad. It looks fun, but I'm not sitting there going, it's real talent, that. Skills, yeah. Look how he hit the hoop.
You don't think that's talented, dude?
I think it's talent, but it's also, it's too cheesy for me to sit there and go, all right, how'd you get technical really with all the like?
Okay, first off, I'm going to defend football in the snow. It's the same thing as if you play football in a place where it's like super, super hot. It's the elements, right?
Yeah.
You need to play football around the world. So it's not that it's cheesy. It's just this is what football's like in this place.
Okay.
So I think it should be respected and understood that like if you can play in plus 40 degree or in a place that has like a high altitude,
Yes.
right? Then also try playing it in the snow.
Okay. It's football with a North Face jacket on. Okay, great.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Go on, carry on.
But slam ball, dude. Okay.
No, it's good. But if you watch basketball and then you see people, like the fact that people can jump really high in basketball is an element of the game where you go, that's natural talent plus some trained talent there.
Yeah.
You take that away and go, we're just going to put trampolines here. There's a part of me going, as fun as it looks and as wild as it looks like when you go to a trampoline park
Yeah.
and people are playing basketball in the trampoline park, and then you're saying, take this seriously as a sport, please.
Can I give you the evolution of slam ball?
Go ahead.
So slam ball doesn't exist anymore because somebody went up to dunk, hit their neck, died. So slam ball doesn't exist. But the creators of slam ball started a new sport
Okay.
called trampoline dodgeball.
That's fine by me.
That I used
to
play semi-professionally in Toronto.
I'll do that.
So, well, I got asked to try out for the pro team.
Yeah.
But dude, it's the best fucking sport in the world.
See, I played dodgeball in a trampoline park, and it's not that you have to play whilst on the trampoline. It's you have the option to run around and you can jump over and stuff.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yep, the walls are made of trampolines.
No, it's just the floor in this one. The walls are just like soft play. But that sounds amazing. But that sounds...
But
that
it's
sounds
the
amazing.
same argument, right? It's making it cheesy.
But dodgeball is almost a take me out with a ball sport. It's funny.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna...
Take me out with a ball sport.
Yeah, take me out with a ball sport. That's a...
Take me out with a ball.
I heard it as well.
sport.
I heard that bit as well. I thought maybe I said something that sounded a bit too sexual, but you were like, catch me out for that. It sounds like it's a
No,
sport.
I have a very innocent mind.
Like knock people out, but you throw a ball. No, you don't. Knock people out, but you throw a ball in their face, right?
Yeah.
That already is funny and cheesy and a bit like it's a bit wacky.
Yeah.
To add a trampoline to it is cool. Basketball, I feel is more a technician sport. And then to add trampolines takes away some of the technicality to it. It adds another one, but it takes away from the basketball element too. I don't know. I know what I'm trying to say here. I know what I'm trying to say. No, I know what I'm trying to say. It's it's like if you play football, but with the have you ever seen football?
You just like the classics, right?
I kind of like, the classics and then seeing how people develop on the classics, yeah. But to totally, like, make the game something that kids would want to play in a trampoline park, for me, is what makes it go, ugh.
Well, like I understand your logic, right? Like, don't add anything new to the game. Revolutionize within the game,
Yes.
right? Like how basketball evolved from like a lot of short game to now like Curry coming in and now it's like a lot of 3-point game.
Like that for me adds elements of skill. But if you take, like what they've done with slam ball is they've said, all right, this is the sport. Now take the floor and make it a bouncy castle. That's how it feels to me.
But I think we shouldn't limit that kind of thinking, right? Because that's life, that's evolution, that's growth. That's how you end up with like a alarm clock, like
I guess so.
like when you start mixing things together, right? It's a clock and it's an alarm. Boom.
I guess so.
Oh no, I'm thinking clock radio. My bad.
Okay. So
it's a radio and a clock.
I do get that. I think I have to agree with you on that one because I'm heavy on technological evolution.
But it's the same spirit.
Okay, but there are some places that we've gone to with like video game technology, for example.
Yeah.
When they decided to make the Wii, it was like, this is phenomenal because it's a new console. The remote looks cheesy, but it works for like a family console. Then they made the Wii U, and all of us sat here and said, nah, just throw that away. That's what it feels like, is that you've made something which is kind of great, and then you've gone, how do we add to it? And then you go a little too far with it, in my eyes. That's how it felt with
Of course,
Slam Ball.
but then society will dictate.
It's great to watch, but if you then told me it's an Olympic sport, that's where I'd be like, I know people are not going to like this opinion of mine,
Okay.
but it looks like a fun thing to do with your friends. But if you to tell me there's a whole... All right, have you seen when they do that parkour thing where people have got to chase each other? And
Yeah, parkour tag.
Parkour tag.
That should be an Olympic sport.
Tag, parkour tag. It's fun to watch. If you told me this was
An Olympic sport?
there's a part of me that will go, no. I don't know.
No?
What it is. I don't know what it is. It's enjoyable to watch. No,
Dude.
it's enjoyable to watch. But if I had to watch it in the Olympics, there's a part of me going, no, I don't know.
Okay, what if they made the arena bigger and it involved like a triathlon? Like you had to play tag, but also swim, bike, and run.
If they did a parkour race where you're not being interrupted by somebody else and you're going,
Okay.
maybe a huge parkour race in the Olympics, yeah.
Like a Tough Mudder?
Yeah, kind of, but with huge kind of obstructions and stuff that parkour people have to figure out how to get to.
Okay, well, now we're just talking about Ultimate Ninja.
Pretty much, but maybe an Olympic sport. If they had Ultimate Ninja, right?
As an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
You think that's more Olympic sport than the tag?
Hold on. But if they then decided to add...
Snow?
No. I was going to say, if they decided to add these gladiators that got up and had like super soakers that would shoot you down, that would be the addition. I would go, this is getting silly now. And that's what it feels like.
So you mean
Slam
American
Ball.
Gladiators?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So like that. People are not going to agree with me on this one. It's a personal thing. I don't know why I feel this way, but I just know if you present a sport to me and I go, that seems good for like an Olympic kind of level of sport, but then you take away certain no, if you add elements to it, I might go, oh no, that just seems a bit too cheesy now. Yeah. It seems fun, but cheesy. Yeah. That's how I feel. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm sorry if I've disrespected anybody in any of those communities that have played those sports. I didn't know Slam Ball was stopped and for the reason why. So that's really hard to hear, actually, that you see stuff like that happen. I remember seeing not to darken us out, but even the hockey game where that had happened, and you see where accidents happen in that, and they still do hockey, but it's sad to see that had happened, and you know, I mean, you see a loss of life, but hockey's...
But it happens in a lot of sports.
It really does. And I think Slam Ball should never have stopped because of something like that. But
yeah, I think the risk was too high, right? Because instead of jumping of your own fruition, you're being like accelerated. Yeah.
So I guess in that sense, I can understand why they would do that. I think there's always a risk in sports like that. So I don't want to discredit anybody who's played those sports and make them feel the way like I'm laughing at the sports. I just have an opinion of how, like, what sports I enjoy watching and what sports I would enjoy experts going, so you see how he bounced off of or you see how they done, like watching an expert trying to break down elements as to why something was good, where actually you got hit in the face with a dodgeball. Like that for me is just all that needs to be described. Whereas if I watch somebody when it comes to their technique in sprinting, there is an element of scientific study you can kind of assess more than the way they threw the ball and it hit that person in the face and the person turned and it went wham like that and you heard boing on the ball, and that for me sounds too funny to scientifically analyze.
I have another angle of defense.
Okay, talk to me.
So what if let's say, we'll stick with slam ball.
Yeah.
You're a really good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not good enough for the show.
Okay.
So you can play college or like a smaller league.
But you can't
or
get to the nationals.
You can't get into the NBA.
Okay.
Or you got slam ball.
Go and do slam ball.
You go do slam ball.
Yeah.
So at least that there's something else to show your talents. You're
Of
still
course.
very skilled.
Okay. So what if you are great at basketball? This is my thought. You're great at basketball, but maybe your jump isn't high enough or you're not as tall.
Yeah.
Which they do like a certain level. So then they have a sport where everybody wears the Super Mario boots from the 1991 movie. And now that's
We're talking
a
about the
sport.
John Leguizamo movie?
Yes.
Bob Hoskins?
No. We put Bob Hoskins before John Leguizamo, but yes.
Oh,
the Bob
no,
Hoskins,
no.
The Bob
Don't
Hoskins
don't
Mario
do my
movie.
Latino prince like that.
No, he's great, but Bob Hoskins is Bob Hoskins. Get
I
that
know
right.
it's Bob Hoskins.
Okay, cool, right?
Look, Hook is my favorite movie.
Okay, cool. Then I'm glad you know that because Bob Hoskins is a G. May he rest in peace.
Shmee.
Right, Shmee, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Come on, this is British iconicism. Is him.
Oh, is he
right?
British?
That's how good he is. That is how good he is. Did you know he was British?
I actually don't think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, he's British. He's British. You put
No, okay.
but yeah,
Next thing you're gonna tell me is Gary Oldman's British.
he is. You're just making this up, and I love the fact that you did that. I love the fact that you did that. He's British. His sister. Funny enough, you may not know this because you weren't here at the time. Is Mo from EastEnders?
Oh shit.
Big Mo from EastEnders.
I've never seen EastEnders. But
Okay, cool, yeah.
But Aurie, we got to wrap this up because
Yeah,
we
cool.
got some more shit doing today, and we got to set up for your show,
Yes.
which you only got like 10 tickets left for the second show.
Oh,
so
serious?
That should be back-to-back sold out shows.
Oh, that's dope. Cool.
So
Lovely.
congratulations on that. Is
Thank
there anything
you.
else you want to plug?
Just go to my website. I put up all the stuff I put up on there in terms of shows, my social media. My merchandise is on there as well. Yeah, auriestyla.co.uk. Yeah, and if I've offended anybody in any of the sports communities, your sport is valid, okay? Even if I don't like it, what do I know? I don't do sports anymore. Your sport is valid. In fact, I'm just unfit and jealous because you're more fit than I am, okay? So yeah, that's all it is. God bless you.
Thank you.